but Kingdom Hearts franchise are some of my favorite fights in all gaming. Yes, I've obviously played a whole lot more games than just Kingdom Hearts, but in terms of video games I played my whole life. Kingdom Hearts has some of the best boss fights been I've ever fought because yeah, there a lot of them are really fun. They can be challenging. They can be fun to just sort of meet fight a bunch of Disney villains, and it can just be a whole lot of fun just to fight the villain itself. And so with that, here I decided to count down my top 10 favorite boss fights in the entire series, and this will include the boss fight from Kingdom Hearts 3 as well, so there might be some spoilers down the line. And so, I'm sorry I've heard you anyway, get into it, and I hope you all like this. Number 10, Hades. Starting us off at number 10 is one of the more divisive Disney bosses in my opinion, because you fight Hades quite a lot of times in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. For starters, when you first meet him in Kingdom Hearts 1, he's actually an optional boss that you can just fight him in a tournament when you're in Olympic Coliseum, and then later on in Kingdom Hearts 2, you have to fight and complete Olympic Coliseum in Kingdom Hearts 2. And in my opinion, for this pick, I'm going for the Kingdom Hearts 2 version. Yeah, it was a lot of fun there. You were able to team up with Hercules and Orin to fight him, and you could use like the aura spheres that Hercules was able to create with his power, and you could smack them into Hades to make him vulnerable again. And every time you did that, that was a lot of fun, and I really liked how fun it was to just sort of smack him around a lot bit. And at times you could even use his power again and like block in his own fireballs right back at him, and you were able to use a lot of damage to him if you were using blazers or something. And yeah, that the whole fight itself in Kingdom Hearts 2 was a lot of fun itself. Number 9, Rainbird, aka Tron. This is actually the boss battle that I've always sort of believed has sort of helped develop the character a little bit. And what I mean by that is the fact that Tron was once an ally to Sora, and now he has to fight him despite the fact that he clearly doesn't want to, because yeah, he was his friend, but he realizes that he had to in order to help them. And so I sort of think that sort of helped make Sora think of a lot of things more, considering now he's having to be in a fight that he doesn't want to be in. And yeah, that's a great for the character, and yeah, you can really feel sorry for the fact that he's having to fight a friend of his that he doesn't want to. And yeah, and even with that, the boss fight itself is really awesome to play, because you're able to do a lot of things in it. Not only when you first go there, not only is the boss fight itself kind of hard when you're starting off, but then as it keeps going, you're able to more things that keep happening, like how you're able to sort of reprogram him a little bit to make him go offline for a few seconds, or how sometimes the stadium will sort of flip itself over like in the movie, and then you're able to fight him on the ceiling with and get kind of confusing with the way the controls are with that, but I still find that part really fun, and I just really like the main part of how Sora is sort of having to be in this situation that he doesn't want to be in. Number 8, Riku. Probably one of the harder fights in Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm mainly picking Riku on here from, yeah, again, Kingdom Hearts 1 when you fight him in Hollow Bat. in when he being possessed. And yeah, this falls under a lot of people's a lot of people's favorite fight in the series. But yeah, even though it's not my favorite, it's definitely really awesome. I remember the first time I ever played Kingdom Hearts. Not the first time I ever really played it, but more like just the first time I fought Riku properly. It took me only 2 times to beat him when I first fought him, and yeah, I remember feeling a lot of satisfaction when that happened, and I was just really happy with the fight itself because it's a really cool fight with him throwing off numerous attacks of darkness, and he'll just keep doing it over and over. And the whole fight itself is to make sure you're able to escape Kyrie, considering he's trying to extract her heart from Sora. And it's a lot of fun just being able to sort of fight him and being able to fight him after the whole game where he's just been kind of a jerk to Sora. And it was just a lot of fun to being able to fight Sora's best friend throughout the whole fight of the entire fight there. Number 7, Shark in the MCP. I remember the fight itself was actually my favorite boss fight for the longest time, but yeah, recently I've had a change of mind about it, but I still really love this fight. I mean, you're going up against the ones who have been causing trouble for Hollaback in for the longest time, and you're able to fight against two of them at once. When the MCP gives him his power to Shark and he grows ginormous, you have to actually fight them both at the same time. First you have to knock Shark down, and then you have to attack the MCP by using Crunch it by to try to delete it. And I remember really liking this fight a lot, and I still do. In fact, at times you were even able to take, I guess you could say like a quick attack on Shark to make him attack him and knock him out quickly, because sometimes he'll summon up walls to stop you from running away, and you're able to jump on them and attack his head when you're doing that. And that alone was really fun, and I really like the fight itself. There's a lot of fun, and it's just really cool being able to use these different moves and these different aspects of the story in order to fight the both of them at the same time. Number 6, Xehanort. Coming in at number 6 is the main and final boss fight for Kingdom Hearts 3. And this was the fight that was building up literally ever since the game series first began. Really think about it, it's Sora against the main villain of the whole series up until that point. And yeah, there's a lot of things that happening that because but you have to fight the 12 Tears of Darkness first, and then you have to fight him in the kind of Joe armor in 3 different stages of where you are, and then you fight him properly at the very top of the main building in the place you're in, and he's able to and he has to use the Keyblade, and this was just a really awesome fight, and a really great fight that was being built up for literally for years. And and let me just say, I'm not sure why a lot of other people think. I'm pretty sure they were all really satisfied with it too. But for me personally, it didn't disappoint at all because it was just so much fun. And then the ending of it where you use a light ray to finish him off was really awesome as well. At best, we with Donald and Goofy helping Sora out with it. Number 5, Xian Yu. This was technically the very first Disney boss you ever fought in Kingdom Hearts 2, and it was really awesome, and it was great to be able to fight him during the ending of the Land of Dragons the first time you went there, because, yeah, it's Xian Yu, and the fact that you were able to fight him was really awesome, him just hand to hand was really cool, and all so the fact that he does seem like the kind of villain who would be a bit of a perfect fit for a boss fight like that. Not just in Kingdom Hearts, but I just mean in general. And yeah, the fact that he was a great boss in this world just sort of added to the enjoyment of it there. Plus, it was a boss fight where the villain itself was sort of in your weight class, so when you're able to just smack around and fight with him a lot of the time. It just felt really satisfying and really fun and being able to hit him over and over. And plus, it was really cool whenever you were able to sort of team up with Mulan and just sort of attack them together. Number 4, Captain Hook. This was actually a bit of a more tossed up for me because while I really like a lot of the other Disney Disney meet games, I really like Peter Pan Captain Hook over a lot of them because the character of Captain Hook himself is a lot of fun. He's really funny, and when you're able to finally fight him, it's a lot of fun because yeah, he's really goofy. He had a lot really funny and wacky attack, and even with that, he can actually be pretty strong as well, especially in First by Sleep when you're fighting him as Van. But personally, I'm using the version of him from Kingdom Hearts 1 the most because that's the one I prefer and find the most fun. But yeah, it's great in all the fight in every fight you're in with him because yeah, because like I said, he's really funny. He had a lot of goofy attacks, and I just really like just being able to smack him around and just being able to do all that while he's just kind of being silly and saying all these really funny things that add to the entertainment. Number 3, Udi Buddy. Now, of all the actual Disney bosses there are out there in Kingdom Hearts, I would say out of all of them, Udi Buddy is by far my favorite. And not only just because the actual fighting is really fun, like just kind of beating him around and all that, which it is, but also just in the sense that, like, every time you fight him, like, so far, every single time we fought him, it's been a lot of fun because in the first Kingdom Hearts you have to fight him by knocking over the dice he's throwing and being able to move the platform you're standing up enough so that you're able to stand where he's standing and then hit him. And then in Kingdom Hearts 2 you're actually running on yep, these little conveyor belts, and then you have to like smack a bunch of boxes up to the control box that he's standing on, and you have to break to smack them up there enough so that it'll break open, and then he'll fall down, and you're able to hit him then. And not only is he throwing a bunch of boxes at you, but he's also summoning lightning and summoning a giant arm down to punch you. And yeah, every single time we fought him so far, because maybe we'll fight him again in the future, you never know. But so far when we have fought him, it's always been a lot of fun and really great to play and just being able to fight him like that. And yeah, even just the character himself is a lot of fun, and I really like just being able to smack him around and being able to hit him, especially when you're doing like a different kind of limited attack with that on him. Number 2, Chaparral. I'm going to close to number 1. It's probably the most famous optional boss in the whole series. I think it's from Final Fantasy game. To think that a lot of the Final Fantasy characters made it into the series, and at number two is probably the most famous boss and the most famous villain in the entire Final Fantasy series. Because yeah, Sephiroth is already a really awesome character, and the fact that you're able to fight him as Sora is really cool. And my God, the fight with him is brutal. Not only does he always have a ton of health with him, but he's insanely strong. Sometimes he can just flash you once and you can just die immediately. But he has numerous strong attacks. He's able to use a spell on you to make all your health go down to one, and then you're able to fight him with a lot of strength. So seriously, if you don't power Sora up for a lot of a fight, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble with him. And yeah, the whole fight itself is just really hard, and I was just really satisfied when I finally beat him in every Kingdom Hearts game you see him in with Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. And it's really fun to be able to fight him like that, and even if it is really tricky and you could have a lot of trouble with it to begin with. Number one, Yemne. And finally at number one is the main final boss for Kingdom Hearts 2, Yemne. I think I'd maybe pick Yemne over everyone else because, well, like I've already said a ton of times in the video, yeah, I find him to be the most fun to fight out of all the bosses I've played with the game, but also just the fact that there's a lot of gauges to fighting him because when you're finally fighting him in Kingdom Hearts 2, which is probably the game I prefer fighting him the most. But I think the one of the main things I like about it is the fact that there's numerous times when you have to fight him. You have to fight him one just alone with Sora as you're fighting on the Giant Raper. Then another time when you're fighting him by just sort of going after him and he's throwing skyscrapers at you and you're trying to make your way to him and then you fight him when he's in his armor and then you fight him again in the armor when you're chasing after that huge dragon thing with Riku and then finally you fight him one last time in this the kind of white realm with him wearing the white robe. And then later on in the series, you have to fight him again, like in Kingdom Hearts, Raindrop gets to fight him as Sora, and then in Kingdom Hearts 3, you fight him with Kid Mickey and Riku. And but yeah, all of them, Kingdom Hearts, the fight against him in Kingdom Hearts 2 is by far my favorite because yeah, again, it's just a lot of fun, and there's a lot of great aspects of a fight with him as well, because you fight him a whole bunch of times, and a whole bunch of different things are happening at the same time, like how you're always kind of flying around, how you're kind of jumping around, how you're always kind of run after him on the ice racer, and how you can sometimes Matt Raper on into him in just a whole bunch of different places, and then you're finally fighting him for real properly at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2 with him doing a lot of things like he has a laser and like the kind of laser thing in his hand where he's able to attack you with them like a lightsaber, or he's able to blast you with them, or another time when he electrocuting Sora and you have to help him agree to, or when he's just hoping to get black Sora and Rita with, and then you have to reflect all the black back away from them. And yeah, every single time you fight him, it's always been a ton of fun, and there's always been a lot of great moments with that. And yeah, just the whole fight with him has always just been. The whole fight with him has always been at the end. I've had a humongous piece of fun for whenever I play any of the Kingdom Hearts games, and I always enjoy playing against him. And so, and all that is why Gemini is my favorite boss fight in all of Kingdom Hearts. And so everyone, those are my picks for my top 10 favorite boss battles in all of Kingdom Hearts. Thank you all for watching. Please comment, please like this video, please comment down below to tell me what you think. Please subscribe for more content like this coming here, and I'll see you on next time. Take care.